My name's Giovanders, welcome back to my build world. I will not be doing a build today because I do not have a whole lot of time. Instead, I will be going through my plans for the rest of the village and everything I have planned and whatnot. And then putting down a wall for marking out some layouts. First things first, these two houses, they're marked to be destroyed. I might put a house over here that like sits over the water a little bit. Over here, I have plans for a stonecutter right next and adjacent to the smith, because I feel like their jobs would be a little bit correlated and their buildings would be very similar. So I decided, a long time ago I actually decided that I wanted to build a stonecutter's house and job right here. I also made the gray wall gray for his house simply because he's a stonecutter and gray kind of is associated with stone. I also just got rid of the ugly path blocks all around over here, and the tree. I got rid of the tree as well. Next to the stonecutter's house, I can put a small little house right here that has a road connecting all the way around it. I don't know whose house it would be. It could literally just be anybody's, because there's plenty of jobs in this town already that people are homeless. So like everyone who works in the church, they're homeless. The librarian's homeless, the the woodcutters are homeless, all of them are homeless. Everyone who works, well not everyone, most of the people who work at the marketplace are also homeless. I also got to build homes for every single person who's jobless. Homeless, not jobless. Across from this house over here, I might make a tavern. However, thinking about it now, I might flip the two because this spot over here has much more space, and I feel like a tavern would need more space than this building spot has. I might do that, and I might just increase this road, increase it farther over to have more space and delete this road that I was planning on putting right here. Who knows? Anything could change. Anything is possible, but I also chose yellow because of the color of ale. And every good town, it needs a tavern. You're not a good town if you don't have a tavern. And it's not just a place for drinking, it's also a place for eating. I just removed the ugly path blocks over here, and I put red wool right there, because across the bridge, I want to have a really big arena spot. Where people go and watch fights. People go and die, and slaves. And I didn't really pull out a good plot for it because I want the arena to be built first and then buildings around the arena maybe, depending on how everything else turns out. So the tavern, I ultimately decided to extend it and delete that little road that was right there because I was planning on putting a Fletcher in right here, and well, with the road right here, it would have been really small and dinky, and I didn't really like the road placement, and so instead I decided to have the road change its L to go this way instead of having this Fletcher be having the road right there and the Fletcher be really small, because the Fletcher, they're gonna be rich, they're gonna have a big house because everybody needs maps. So I decided to extend the road out a little bit and over here as well, so that there's a little house right here kind of close to the librarian's place or job. It probably would be the librarian's house, just thinking about it. So across from this house, I decided to put an inn. And I think an inn, it needs to be large so it can have many rooms, especially because it's Minecraft. The room sizes, well, they're very limited, as you've probably seen in my other videos. And an inn has lots and lots of rooms where people can go and sleep. And possibly eat, maybe. Well, I mean, it's more just lodging. The eating and drinking is for over at the yellow building over there. So right here in this location, I thought it'd be a perfect spot for another house because there's a building right there, a building right there, and a building right there kind of closing in on it. So a house just kind of fits in like a puzzle piece. So right here, I decided to use orange roll to mark out like a construction person's place, like the head construction person. So I feel like they would have a pretty decent sized house, and they'd probably be over here lined up with the virtual blue-collar worker people. So I decided to put in another fill house right in here because it fills in quite nice, and because of that, I got a good, nice, long road coming over here. I am planning on building a castle eventually for the town, and I was thinking this plateau up here is absolutely perfect for a castle. The way how I'm thinking about it is that there would be a road that slowly winds down that meets up with this road, and have like a gate up here and whatnot. I also want to get a good set of walls going. Somewhere over here, I want a good wall that's nice and straight over here. I don't know exactly where I want it. I want to figure out more about where all the houses are going first. One of the things I do want to build is a Fletcher that is his house and job would be built into the wall. So it lines up right next to it. And there's no alleyway behind it or anything. And that's why I haven't planned out the Fletcher yet. And I also want to build like a farmer's district where there's a whole bunch of farmers right outside the castle, or the walls I should say, because traditionally in medieval life, farmers, they worked outside of the walls because it was cheaper that way. You could go into the walls when there's a whole bunch of bad stuff happening, like a siege. Another role that I want outside of the house, outside of the walls, would be a shepherd, because they're gonna need a lot of space. I mean, I probably should have built the butcher outside of the walls, but I decided not to. But anyways, I also want to turn this cavern right here, or this ravine I should say, into like a little mining district where they go and mine stone and bring ores out and bring it back into the town for it to be used. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little episode. I know I didn't really do any actual building. I did do some planning though. If you have any more ideas for buildings, please let me know. I will add them to the list and I will work on them. Like the butcher's house, there was somebody told me to work on it and that's why it got built. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. It'd be fantastic if you gave me a sub sandwich. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.